It's a most unique church as it is now. There's only about, I think, 2 or 3 in the country with that configuration, the twin towers.
Everywhere you go, if you're out for the day, you'll point and say, could you see Stanley Church, you know? If you go to Scarborough, anywhere, we can always see it for miles and miles.
One of the many things I should say, that impressed me about Stanley Church was the choir stalls. And the choir stalls is, in my opinion, a real work of art, because the carving is, in my opinion, some of the best carvings in wood that ever I have seen. Of course, the carvings were the work of a Mr. Jackson, who was a woodcarver from Halifax, and they cost £951. They were all carved in oak, and those carved for to depict the development of life from the creation of life to the present day. These carvings are something special because it shows life from the beginning. We all know of the story of the theory of the Big Bang, and we all know that at that stage, if there is a God, and we are quite sure there is a God somewhere, it was at that stage that he developed the earth from nothing. He developed it, first of all he gave it light, and then he gave the forests and the vegetation to feed life, and then he introduced the various creatures, and then the last but not least he introduced man.
It's been clear for a long time that the future of this building has been in question, and there's been an ongoing process to try and decide what's best to do with it. This has involved a public meeting in the village involving the historical societies, English Heritage and the Victorian Society, the church commissioners who are, as it were, the owners of the building responsible for the building. And so there's been a series of meetings and presentations about the state of the building. In the village itself, the church PCC, the committee making a decision on behalf of the church, has weighed up all the different costs of repairing the church or looking at other ways of dealing with the problem, and reluctantly in the end came to the decision that from the church's point of view, the local church's point of view, that we couldn't keep this church going. So we applied to the authorities for the church to be made redundant, and that was granted eventually by the appropriate authorities.